On Minibuzz today we talk about KYAMBOGO University. How can KYAMBOGO University's strike and the Vice Chancellor impasse be resolved? Is there a way in which things can be brought back to normal at this very wonderful campus?
Okay, for starters, actually, let me just start off by asking, what is the problem at KYAMBOGO University?
The problem is that the professor does not connect with the
Which
lecturers.
professor?
Professor Ndiega Isaiah. So because he does not connect with the lecturers do not like him, and according to me, I mean, last year they always tell us that they don't like him because he's hard working, he puts them on pressure, and they want to work reluctantly as they always do.
Last year in around September, Professor Ndiega was sent on a forced leave because the staff could not simply work with him, claiming that his managerial skills were lacking.
Do you by any chance know what they mean when they say his managerial skills are lacking?
They claim that he wrote a bulldozer. They actually termed it as a bulldozer, critiquing all members of top management. All members of top management, critiquing them from the DVC, finance, to the But basically, his Professor Ndiega is so strong-willed, so strict.
We as students, we do not have any problem with Professor Isaiah Omoro Ndiega because we deeply believe that these are administrative wrangles that can be solved amicably without infringing on the academic rights. I joined KYAMBOGO University by choice. Therefore, I just need services.
You have something you wanted to say?
Yes, I think here where the whole thing cuts, that the student is not concerned who is the Vice Chancellor or not. What we want are services. We want to go to school, want to have our lectures in time, want to be happy. But the point is, you see, there are three the custodians or the stakeholders. First of all, you have the students, the primary. The students come to get knowledge which is given by the lecturers, and then the management that coordinates the interactions between the two parties. So if the lecturer is not happy for whatever reasons, I find that the student cannot fail not to be happy. If the lecturer is striking, then you find the student also loses in the whole mix. So for us, we are saying, so you guys sort yourselves, put your act together, want to move ahead.
So are you guys going to class? So are you having
just hold a second. Just hold on a second.
The lectures, are you going for your lectures?
No, we're not having lectures. Okay, some people have been having their tests. That was starting from yesterday. But then others are not because the lecturers are not coming.
Let me ask.
Yeah.
Sure. So how are you having tests if there have been no lectures?
No, the lecturers are not coming.
This is the game that very many of us have faced.
Yes. Yes.
This is a game where two parties are involved. There are some lecturers who are supporting Professor Isaiah Omoro Ndiega, and most of them are in class. Those who are not in support
are not in class.
Are the ones not in class.
So that's how some people have tests.
Divided. So you're divided.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a funny game. You find that KYAMBOGO University has very many faculties. But fundamentally, when you have what we call School of Management, Arts and Social Sciences, that's just more than half of KYAMBOGO University. And this is where lectures have not been taking place. So you find that what has been transpiring in KYAMBOGO University, I can call it negligible.
Yes. Let me read you a comment here from Professor Ebi Kasozi, who is the former head of the National Council for Higher Education. He blames the university's troubles on its rushed creation in 2003. He says, in an article published in the New Vision, that the merging of the three institutes, the Uganda Polytechnic KYAMBOGO, the Institute of Teacher Education, and the Uganda National Institute of Special Education was rushed and not properly thought through. And he says bringing together the different partners in a rushed manner failed to create a unified institution. Is that true?
Okay.
Is that the situation that is happening in
KYAMBOGO? Just hold on, gentlemen. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, I think it's partly the cause, because those people, like in some faculties, because they are far apart, they are studying. That's why I think they have that disagreement, because they feel, for us, we are not part of that, maybe. Or
are you saying this is felt even among the students? That
yes,
those...
it is.
Yeah, this is very, very true.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why
way,
it may be apart.
Yes.
I believe on the second day we went to the Minister of Education and Sports, we met the commissioner, and this is one of the highlights he gave us, that the merging of the 3 institutions in Kyambogo also contributes to a current situation. Because now we look at UNICE itself had its own vision, ITEC had its own vision, and the other institution had its own vision. So combining all these visions and bringing them together, it has been a hassle. So that's why even those who come from UNICE, some of them call themselves the principal of UNICE, the headmaster of UNICE. So every institution needed their power. So the merging of all these institutions, putting them together also, has primarily been a cause of what is happening right now.
I disagree with what my Prime Minister has
You
said.
disagree?
Yeah, because you have seen so many institutions emerging and they move on well. But me, what I believe, all these problems that we are facing right now, they are all in all the public universities. All these administrative wrangles in Kyambogo University can be solved by this government. The president acts as a visitor to all the public universities.
You're talking about.
Look,
Explain it to me.
see like here. If you look what the government is supposed to pay what you call supervision fee to the public universities, but the government is contributing just like 23%, and that money comes very late. I believe if at all the government could step in and have that will of uplifting education at the high institutions of learning, everything could be moving on well.
Yeah. Now just hold on. Yes.
I will not actually disagree with my brother.
Yeah.
I will partly agree.
Thank you so much.
And also I will agree because when you say that we blame this government, I'm very sure that this government,
Yes.
these institutions were merged when this government was in power.
Yes.
They failed to take what it necessitated
Yes.
to have the best ways of merging these institutions for proper running.
Yes.
That's why you find that even what Ndiege began fighting, he met it in Kyambogo.
So
he did not create it.
So he didn't create it, he found the problem.
He found the problems there.
Is this whole thing about greed and money?
Yeah, it's a technical.
It's a very technical question.
Okay,
Let me.
It's really very hard for us to arrive at that truth.
Yes.
Because if you go to the other side, you tell you that these people will be strict on them. That's why they're like this. But even if you go the side of their staff, those have their own complaints.
They have their grievances.
Which are somehow genuine.
I am then Diego. All right, let's just hold it there a little bit and listen to Lawrence Madete, who is actually the spokesperson for Kyambogo University. Let's listen to him kindly, and then we'll get back to the issues. Okay?
Yeah.
Kyambogo has had a number of issues and we've been in the limelight for God knows how long. But you see, the problems of Kyambogo, there's more to it than meets the eye. The people who had been working in those various institutions, when they were merged, the question of how to translate that into fresh opportunities became a problem. Unfortunately, in an academic setting of a university nature, there are different centers of power. And these ones also coalesce around the people they believe can move them forward. The last one, which is obvious, the struggle for scarce resources. The people who believe that they have not been promoted over a period of time, the people who believe that they have been dealt with unfairly, regardless of whoever is in charge. So there's that group that feels that, look here, I have been in this institution for donkey years. I have worked this hard, I've accumulated these qualifications, but I've not been appreciated. This can be resolved in simple ways. One, two alternatives. The draconian method, where government comes in and says, we can do it this way, calculate what everybody owes, and we'll resolve it. The other alternative is to find a workable method of ensuring that you get consensus of everybody on board. As an institution, of course it developed up to university level, but it has a history that stretches back to 1928. So from that point onwards, we need to do a lot of soul searching and say, look here, the institution is bigger than all of us. Yes, we have served it. Yes, we feel that a lot has got to change. And even for the people coming in, we have got to look at the greater good. At an individual level, what value do I add onto the institution?
Now, let's look at the way forward. What can be done?
On the way forward, I've been part of the negotiations right from the start. And we are looking at one issue, and that is the issue on board. That is reconciliation. Because in all this saga, we find that Professor Omoro Ndiege has actually angered the staff. And probably in one way or the other, the staff have also angered him. And so the only way to go now is reconciliation. A memorandum of understanding is being drafted and probably signed by the conflicting parties, such that the key point in this case, and that is the students' body, go on with their lectures, tests, and examinations.
Every one of you, I want you to give me actually a solution. I want you to give me what you think should be done to restore camp. Every one of you, just give me, yes. Starting from, yeah?
Actually, may I still insist on that, as in the government intervening again in the issues. Since it is a public university, and those issues, the Minister of Education is saying that she's fed up of the issues of Kyambogo should actually stop. Because there is no way we are going to solve this if the government doesn't come in.
Okay, yes, sir.
Yeah, the first thing that we look at, I feel that government has an upper hand in solving this problem.
Well, I've also been part of the meetings that have been taking place.
Okay.
I also call for reconciliation.
Yes, madam.
Yes, I think everybody should give a reason. Each side should give a reason. Why are we conflicting? It's because of this, it's because of that. Then they can come up and look for ways to reconcile or to solve them, so that we can settle down, because for us to understand.
Oh, right, my dear, yes.
For me, I think like since Ndiege was found innocent of the accusations that were alleged against him, I think that since he was proved innocent, he should be in place like as the Vice Chancellor.
I myself have also been convinced that reconciliation is the best way to go. However, for reconciliation to take place, there should be goodwill. People should shift from their static positions and they have what you call personal reflection. And if I'm wrong here. Let me reconcile with so because they have seen these issues, people are having egos, people have their personal interests. They should forget all that, because Kyambogo is bigger than all of us. We came in Kyambogo, we are going to be there for 10 years for the case of administrators, and we will leave. And the next generation will be benefiting from Kyambogo University. Right. What they are doing will be running Kyambogo University if they fail to reach a compromise.
All right. Yes.
Something they should reconcile and accept what the court decided. If they don't want, the law is still open. They can still go back, but they should teach us, because for us we want to get
you want to do homework.
Thank you. I think they should look for a win-win in reconciliation, but after that, the minister needs to go for a background check and clean up the scam when the peace has been settled. I would think if she's watching, let her go through a reshuffle. Let some of these people be changed, a new blood brought in. Okay, let them not be demoted, taken to other institutions where they can serve, and you have a new team that's coming in.
Dear students, let us remain calm. We appreciate you have portrayed a high degree of calmness in Kyambogo University.
Okay.
Which had never been.
Now, Mama, do you have anyone in your life? You're so nice, you're so friendly.
Apparently, I would say that okay, I do have friends like
So does Kyambogo have like another friend? Let's go.
What is it? Reggaeton? What?
Kyambogo University, Kyambogo University, we are proud of you. For the mission straight, for the vision so bright, and the effort to provide the skills to the young and the old.
Zion! Solidarity Zion in Kyambogo!